Hello movers and shakers, how you guys doing today? We're going to be talking about two different styles of loading a truck. One is called the drape and drop, and the other one is a full service white glove method. And these methods, not one of them is better than the other necessarily, but they're definitely more conducive to different styles of pricing, which we're going to talk about. So stay tuned. Hi guys, I'm Jae Burnham and this is the Six Figure Moving Academy. Glad to have you here. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, go down right below here, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell icon because then you'll be informed of when I upload the next video for in the series. So today guys, we're talking about two styles or two methods of loading a truck. The first method is called the drape and drop. The other one is the white glove. Now these, again, like I said before at the beginning of the video, they're not one of them is better than the other, okay? But let's talk about the drape and drop. The drape and drop is basically when you take a piece of furniture, like a dress, a dresser, a couch, whatever, and you take it out the door from the home. It's not padded, it's not plastic wrapped. Well, it might have some plastic wrap on, depending on, like you might have plastic wrapped the drawers of a dresser or desk or hutch or something to make sure that they don't just go flying open, which is awesome. But you basically, you take the piece of furniture, you take it out the door, you put it on the truck. While it's on the truck, you throw some pads on it to make sure it's completely padded, and you go from there, and then you bring boxes out and so on and so forth. That's called the drape and drop. You're bringing it in, you're dropping it, you're draping it, you're dropping it, you're going, right? This is really good method if you're doing an hourly move, all right? So if you're doing an hourly move, the drape and drop is a really good method. I'm not saying it's the best method. I'm not saying it's the only method, but it is a good method. Why is it a good method? Because it's quick. Your guys can load a lot of stuff a lot faster doing this method and just going versus the other method. And if you're doing an hourly service for someone, if you're doing where you're charging by the hour, your customer's going to appreciate the efficiency in which you guys are operating. The trick to being successful with the drape and drop is making sure who's ever on the truck who's doing the packing on the truck, if it's both guys, great. If it's just one guy, that the blankets are actually, or the pads rather, because somebody's going to say, they're not moving blankets, they're moving pads. Get it right, you loser. I don't care whatever term you use it, right? So you put the pads on and you put them on, but you got to put them on right. You got to make sure the front, the sides, everything is totally covered while it's on the truck. If you just throw a pad on it, you're still going to have the bottom of the piece is going to be exposed. The sides are going to be exposed. A lot of exposure there for things to get damaged, rubbed, scratched, dinged, etc. So you still have to make sure that the piece of furniture is properly draped and put onto the truck. You can't just wing it, right? And that's where it fails. So you get some guys who are lazy or don't know that or don't have the common sense to make sure. This is where the problem ends up with the drape and drop method. The other method is which is white glove, when you walk in and you go to each piece of furniture, and before the furniture leaves the home, it's already draped, it's already got the bindings on, whether you're using plastic wrap or rubber bands or tape. Nothing leaves the home unless it's already padded. This is going to take a little bit longer, and this is usually more conducive to a standard such as your tariff moves, your long distance moves, or flat rate moving, because it doesn't matter how long it takes to load the truck and unload the truck. So that method is more conducive towards a flat rate business model. Now, again, you can use the white glove model for your hourly. If you got some guys that know what you're doing, they really know how to do it, and they can do it quick, absolutely go for it. That's 100% okay, not a problem. And again, you could also use the drape and drop method for a flat rate move. That's absolutely okay, as long as the models are being done and they're being done correctly. Of course, I'm already assuming that you've already protected the house even before you started the move with floor runners and banister covers and corner covers, etc. like that. I'm not even assuming I'm assuming that that's already a given. You've already done that, and you've protected the floors, and so on and so forth. What I'm talking about is just the different methods, right? And what is more conducive to one another, right? Again, not one method is better than the other. It's really how it's practiced and applied is the actual secret to the success with these methods. However, each of these methods are more conducive to one sort of pricing model versus the other. For instance, the drape and drop is more conducive to your hourly moving pricing model, whereas the white glove, everything's padded before it comes out, is more conducive to your tariff or flat rate moves. All right, get it. Again, I don't want to say, oh, well, if you're using the drop and drape on the flat rate moves, that's bad. That's not true at all. And I don't want to say, well, if you're using the white glove on the hourly moves, that's bad. It's not, right? It's a matter of your guys, how well your guys are trained, how fast your guys are, which it really is what works. So what works for you, what works for you. But for you newer guys who are doing this, and maybe your crews aren't as efficient or as trained as some of the more established guys, some of the van liners, a drop and drape method is going to be good for your hourly method. Your full service is going to be more geared towards your tariff and your flat rate models. So those are the models that those are more conducive to. Again, you can combine them, do each of them. It really comes down to how efficient and how trained your crews are, right? So that's two different standards of methods of moving that you could apply in your business and something you should consider. I would say for you new guys who are starting out, you should master the drape and drop. But while you're doing that and you're getting the drape and drop and you're learning how to load the trucks right, and if you don't have the thing and you're training your crews to get them done right, use the drape and drop, make sure that they're doing that, and then evolve up to the full service and getting your guys doing that and then really rocking and rolling. Okay? Excellent, guys. So if you had any questions, please leave me a comment below. If you want to call me wrong or say what I'm talking is wrong, that's okay too. Just be respectful and leave me a comment below. And if there's another method that you think is worthwhile to talk about, tell me about that in the comment section below. I'd love to hear about it. When you guys leave comments, I get to see what you're talking about. I learn from it. Everybody else learns from it. So make sure you're communicating, and I will do, and I monitor these communications. So make sure you guys leave a comment. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it with all your family and friends. And guys, don't forget to actually subscribe to this channel. All right, we're out over 1,700 people right now. We're closing in on 1,800 subscribers. I would love by the end of June or end of May to have 2,000 subscribers to this channel, and I would really appreciate it. Okay, so let's do it. Let's see what we can do about getting 200 subscribers to this channel. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Love you. Do a great job. Kill it during this moving season, guys. All right. Bye-bye.